Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to today's stream. How are we all doing? How is everyone doing? Let's get the screen on the go. Bitcoin is dropping. We are falling on Bitcoin. Hey up, Crypto J. How goes there? How goes there, my friend? How we doing? Crypto bro. Yes, mate. What's good? Yo, let's go. Yes, mate, let's go. How are we doing? Great to see you as well. Let me know who's in the chat. Make sure you do drop a like on the stream. And yeah, we'll obviously be looking ahead at this very strange Bitcoin price action that we've got going on. Not very strange, but very ping-pongy, isn't it? Loki or Loki, how we doing? Yes, mate. Great to see you. Make sure everyone does drop a like on the stream. Let's get the algorithm going in our favor. As we do monitor Bitcoin's brick wall, as we can see, the monthly open is the brick wall. And let's get it tagged on there. So let's put that in. What should we put it in? Orange? Yeah. And let's do monthly open. Let's lower that down a little bit. Maybe even a bit more. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. We can turn Spaceman off then. I do also... No, I don't think it's worth it. It looks like it's going to run through the Monday low. It's already ran through it. So I don't think this week... obviously, last week, Monday's range was pretty key into how Bitcoin was trading. But I don't think this week we're going to see as an important range in terms of Monday's range. So we'll soon see. But yeah, obviously, again, monthly open, providing the pivot point alongside this run up to 84k. But let me know who we've got watching. We've got, how many people have we got on YouTube? We've got 16 people on YouTube. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream and let me know in the chat what your thoughts and feelings on the market. Obviously, we've got FOMC tomorrow, so we're going to be looking at, I think today we'll spend some time looking at maybe Bitcoin, ETH and Sol, and then a few others. I want to go over Ton again. And yeah, we'll spend some time looking at those, looking at maybe what we could anticipate leading into tomorrow, potential directional plays both ways, and we'll see what we could maybe plan for what comes about. But yeah, I do appreciate every single one of you that's joined so far. We'll obviously have people joining all throughout the stream, so yeah, big thank you for tuning in again. And yeah, we'll be looking at Bitcoin is supposed to start again. If we turn Stonksy off just for a second, in terms of the way it's structured, very easy to decipher where we finding resistance. Well, for the most part, we're finding resistance on this run up into 84k. Obviously, you can see here this box that I've outlined, very clear resistance. But then when we do get above there, the monthly open is proving to be the pivot point in where prices either getting above but not staying above, or rejecting straight off from. And obviously that is where we came up to yesterday, and we've just fell off a cliff ever since. So we're back in this range, as you can see so far this week. You know, coming in from Sunday, price has formed a nice little range here, where we could actually, you could say, you know, here's the range low. And then, where should we have the range high? There's the range high. And then, you know, we've had one deviation to the bottom there. We've had one deviation to the top. You could map it out like that if you want to. But what am I looking for? I think, depending on, obviously, where Bitcoin is at tomorrow. And where, let me just mark this on as well. So I want to mark that on. February's low. Make that nice and small. Put that in white. So I think for me, a sweep of probably focusing on liquidity areas moving into tomorrow. I think obviously these events, are the perfect concoction, aren't they, to clear out liquidity and drive people into a specific area. I hope Powell makes the printer go brr. I doubt it, mate, tomorrow, but I think some point this year the printer will go brr. Market is boring. Let's get moving. Take out the weekend low into 81.6. Then we should see a reverse. That is also quite likely, yeah. That is also a potential. That is a good potential. The weekend low is here, innit? That is the weekend low. So, maybe. Personally, I think, what would I like to play? I think I would... So, moving into tomorrow, say if we get a very aggressive day and we come down and sweep this low and then stay above, or get back above, I would then be interested in taking longs here. And what would I be aiming for? I will be, well, obviously you've got this area as first target. Then if we get above, obviously the monthly open is going to be the pivot point. But I would love a run into this zone here, where we'd obviously close the CME gap. Obviously a sweep here into 87 would be a good liquidity sweep. And then from that point on, we'd have a tail off from there, or we'd come into 88, 89. So then I would be looking for shorts here. I'd probably go half size here, and then half size up here. And then if it goes without me, at least I'm half in then. But I think there's the potential to fall off from here or here. It's just depending on how strong the move is. But yeah, I would love a very aggressive drop down into here, which we might not get. We might not get that much of a gift. But then seeing it price really start to rally then into tomorrow's meeting. Good afternoon to you, Gold Sniper. How we doing? Don't feel like buying altcoin spot until Bitcoin is over 95. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because if Bitcoin gets back above 95, altcoins will have already had a very good run from where they are at the moment. But the risk of buying them here is that they drop another 20, 30% if we drop down into here. Hey, good morning. I had a few minutes, wanted to pop in and say hello. Yes, Fever, how we doing, my man? Great to see you. I've not spoke to you in a while. Obviously, I know you've popped into a couple of streams, haven't you? So it's great to see you, mate. Thank you very much for popping in. But yeah, so I think that's one. We can look at another, obviously, is like Loki mentioned, is a sweep of the weekend low. For me, I don't know. It just, the risk reward is not, I wouldn't, personally, I wouldn't long this just because of where it is. I would rather long the extremity of a sweep down here. Then obviously we have the Feb low, which acted as a swing low for this. So if we look on, I think it's the 4-hour chart, is it? Yeah, so the 4-hour chart, obviously the Feb low was swung low twice. It was a swing failure pattern on both these candles of the Feb low. So potentially that marks one, but obviously a sweep of the local low is also one area I'm looking at. So yeah, I think something like this maybe. I think leaving that, ideally, obviously you would sweep that, but I think leaving that behind and coming testing the Feb low again and then going up, that would obviously leave a lot of people unfilled. Would make sense to come down here and do a full sweep, but then at that point, would we not just be breaking down into here? That would just be a lack of strength. For me, so one thing I've been observing with Bitcoin is you want to see strength. So I know, like, pretty much into, all last week, I've been waiting for a push into here to close the CME gap and see how price reacts coming into this supply area here. And we've just not had it. the price is weak. Bitcoin is weak. It can't get above 84k, and when it does, it instantly rejects off the monthly open, or just can't push on, and then just ends up rolling over again. So make no mistake, the price is weak at the moment. Bitcoin is weak. There's no real strength from what I can see. Alts stuck between a rock and a hard place, yeah. Yes, it's been a bit trying to juggle life. Oh, well, that's it, mate, isn't it? How's the market been treating you, Fever? How's the market been treating you? GM to you, Coffee. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. Great to see you, mate. Also, I don't have a guest on today, so if anyone is, maybe wanted to come up, I do have the option to get 1 or 2 people up to the stage. If anyone is interested in coming up today, let me know. We could maybe have a bit of like a call-in show. If anyone's interested, let me know in the chat. But yeah, so these are some areas that I'm watching for. Now, if we let's go to the weekly chart. And let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of this and this. So, what do we have on the weekly? We've obviously got... Oh, no, I haven't got the downside levels marked out on this one. But we have, obviously, all this that we've discussed just then. We've obviously got the range low up here as well. But then to the downside, we've got... And I think maybe I want to just adjust these levels slightly. No, that looks fine. I think maybe move that into that. Yeah. Okay. So we've obviously got this zone, which no doubt, there'll be a lot of bids in and a lot of people looking to buy this. We've also then got the origin of the move. So this ties in almost near perfectly to being the 2021 all-time high as well. But this is where obviously Bitcoin's impulse came out and just absolutely smashed through resistance. So we've obviously got the origin move there as well. And if we actually have a look at the daily, it is now looking like it's starting to roll over, isn't it? We're starting to get that kind of rollover pattern where just like it's rounding off, failure to break above, and then obviously then we'd follow it by acceleration to the downside. But if that comes, who knows? But what am I looking to play? Well, again, I'm looking for how price reacts into here, obviously into here as well. If we do push up into the range low, obviously there. But as it stands, I think, unless we get a strong day today, maybe we're looking at the ones low. And now for me, this isn't going to be as straightforward as everyone thinks. I don't think this would be as straightforward as everyone thinks. So let's just map it out. If we go from the high... Oh, hang on. If we go from the high to the low... Oh, wrong way. So this is obviously the low of this range and the all-time high. Now, as we can see, round about where price has been finding demand, around 79k, that is the midpoint currently of the previous range low. And then the all-time high. Now, this golden pocket extends obviously into there at first, but then obviously goes as low as 61. So if we do get a push down into here, I don't think it will be as straightforward as everyone thinks. I think we would probably come down into here. You'd get an instant reaction. And then I think it would probably slam down again. Take all the people out that initially buy this. Scare the market. And then provide a very fast V recovery back into here. is my initial thoughts on looking at this. Maybe it stops maybe it stops here. Maybe it goes a bit deeper. But I don't think it will be as straightforward as you just buy 72k and then, you know, that's it then. Lol, got work in a few minutes. Or I would. 22 people watching. Yeah, there's not a lot. I think we was up to about 50 yesterday, wasn't we? Hey guys, hope you are well and smashing the shots. Yes, Stonksy, how we doing? Jalapeno, what's going on? Dan Petri, what is this? This is Stonksy, my friend. Hello, let's go down. Dave is good man, bro. So yeah, that's probably what I'm looking at anyway. That's probably what I'm looking at. But again, we'll just take it level by level. Jalapeno, what are you up to, mate? Do you wanna come on stream? If you're not up to much, mate, you're more than welcome to come on stream if you want. You don't have to stay for the full amount. If you want to come on for 20 minutes, half an hour, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know. Good morning, brother. But weekly have. Hello to you, mate. Welcome to the stream. Everyone, make sure you drop a like on the stream as well. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream. But yeah, it looks like, well, at least into US Open anyway, we're tailing off on Bitcoin. We are tailing off on Bitcoin. I'm going to get the poll out. I'm going to get the poll up for US Open. And then we'll go from there. We'll look at ETH next, though, because ETH is quite interesting. Let's get this back on. So let's get the poll out. Start poll. Do make sure you give your voting in the poll as well. Make sure you get your voting. Weekly have hidden bullish. I'm guessing do you mean bullish divergence? I would love to, mate, but can't Wednesdays. Okay, mate, yeah, no worries. No worries at all. I'm guessing you mean bullish divergence. To be honest, I don't really pay much or any attention to that. I don't pay attention to bearish or bullish divergences at all. I personally just like to focus on the chart and what the chart is saying. But yeah, that's where we are anyway. So I think, potentially we do sweep the weekend low. But again, price is coming off here. It would now make sense. The fact it can't get above here and keeps getting rejected, it would now make sense, in my opinion, to explore lower. And coming into sort of this area here, I think it might make good risk reward to maybe play along into tomorrow. Because for me, it makes sense to do something like this. And tomorrow has crashed. It's crashed today. Crashed today. Absolutely ram it up tomorrow. And then either go up to here and then down. Or just from here downwards. So let me put them back in white. Put that in white. And put that in white. So that kind of makes sense for me. If we can get, obviously, we'd need a strong sell-off today and then a good response into tomorrow. But there's plenty of time. We've got, what have we got? We've got about 30 hours to do it. So this could be reached in a few hours, really, if the sell-off was strong, couldn't it? Doesn't necessarily have to come in there as well. It could just come into this bit here where price consolidated, and then that's the impulse move there. Could come into about there. I think anywhere around, 80,600 downwards to just below 80k is good. There are other confluences at 81.6, not just a weekend low. Yeah, it's true. But I just think it makes sense to explore lower. Given that we've tried multiple times at this level. It's not really a retrace, that, is it? I think it would make more sense to come down lower and then go back up. But we'll see. Let's have a look at ETH anyway, shall we? Shall we look at ETH? So this is where we are on ETH. Same place as obviously we have been for the past 10 days or so. 9-10 days. Currently wedged in this range here. Price just playing ping pong between support and resistance. Obviously, we've had a couple of deviations out of here, such as this one. Obviously, this is where the range was primarily formed along here. But I think, so my assumption is if ETH gets down here, my assumption is that this, hang on, this is where the high time frame, in my personal opinion, this is where the high time frame bottom is formed anywhere in here, and I'll show you why. But if we do get one more leg down, so if we go back, as we can see here, that maybe just needs dragging down a little bit into the, I'll probably put it there, yeah. Let me pull that down a little bit. So, yeah, I think anywhere in here, back entering this range that it formed, I think this is where we would see the ETH bottom form finally. So it might have a little bit more to go, and this obviously ties into potentially Bitcoin going lower, or at least coming and retesting its lows, because then we'd likely see ETH perform a lot worse on the retest, which might push it into here. But I think anywhere in here, if we get a push, whether it be it comes in, halfway, so maybe it stops about halfway here, or maybe it goes the full way. But I think anywhere in this zone is where the high time frame bottom is formed on ETH, if we get there. Obviously, we could always go up as well. We don't have to go and do that. This is obviously a key level on the high time frame, 2,100. So that's now the pivot point between bullish and bearish high time frame, I think. So if we look on the daily and we zoom out, you can see historically its importance on the daily for providing SR. So I think, we get back above that, and then we're probably looking a lot better with invalidation and break below. But obviously, at some point, we are going to get either breakout or breakdown. It's just a case of what we're going to get, depending on Bitcoin. We could all, and then I think close above 2,100 is very bullish for the high time frame outlook. And then, a fall into here is probably where the bottom is formed somewhere, whether it be full extension or not. What does everyone think in the chat? Let me know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Afternoon, James. How we doing? Great to see you, mate. Everyone, do make sure you drop a like on the stream as well. But yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys think. What do you think about ETH? Do you think it's already formed its high time frame bottom? Do you think there's a bit more to go? Let me know in the chat. But yeah, that's where I need. Sol is looking weak as anything. So Sol has just rolled over again, hasn't it? So Sol is looking extremely weak. I think these are my levels for Sol. So yeah, again, Bitcoin dependent. We could come and test any of these again from to the downside, but it's not looking very good, is it? It's not looking structurally very good. I think, you know, is this potentially just another bounce that's being sold into? But yeah, we don't really need to chart, so these are just the levels I've got outlined. But we did a lot of charting yesterday with Justin, so we don't really need... I mean, we can cover whatever you guys want. I mean, Ton is still strong, isn't it? Ton is still nice and strong. I think this... I mean, ideally, it would do something like that and clear out the liquidity to the upside. I would anything up towards $4, and then I would short it. I'd have a go at shorting it, definitely. And I'd be looking for retrace back down to the lows. Obviously, we've got a nice trade on Ton over the weekend. But let me know what you guys think. Let's see what the poll's on. So it's 50-50 at the moment. 10 votes, 50-50, 5 for each side. Let me know what you guys think. We've obviously got these big ones as well. These big ones that launched, Pi and Kato, now really selling off, aren't they? Quite strongly. They've had their initial pump and are now selling off strongly. And what's annoying is I remember on stream we were talking about this. It filling in this wick and then going down. It should have shorted it. So Aero is obviously, I think, in terms of long-term holding, I think Aero's really good. You know, it's a real revenue project. Obviously, the deck's on base. I think if we get one more push down, into here, this is definitely something. What have I done here? This is definitely something I'll be looking to pick up. Obviously, I picked it up here and I cut it for a slight loss. But I think one more push down into here, form a base in here, and then go up. And I think that's looking dandy. So I've already got the alerts set for it. Obviously, let's add some more. But I think this one is one for, you know, whatever happens in the market. I'm not interested in stepping into it at the moment. I want it to kind of come in and fill in this point here. I want it to kind of come in and fill in this point. So do something like this. Pretty much what it's been doing at the moment, but further down. You know, another 20% drop, and then I'm interested. But I think, yeah, one for when the markets turn around, this will be one to look at for sure. I think Vitalik should never have got a girlfriend. No rate cut is expected. However, will Powell's comments be dovish if he hints at all about future cuts or easing? I think the markets will break down. Goldman is expecting a 2 sigma rally in market into April. Yeah, well, the thing is with Powell and Trump is that they don't see eye to eye. So obviously Trump would love to cut rates now. He'd have loved to cut rates as soon as he come in. Where Powell is, you know, consistent on getting the job done. Now, CPI actually came in good. It came in lower than expectations, back down to 2.8, didn't it? So CPI came in good itself. It's just a case of whether he's going to give the market what it wants. I think they'll hold, but then, yeah, again, like you say, you know, the comments that he makes will be quite key. The comments he makes will be quite key. But I think, so let's go and have a look. Let me just pull it up. Hang on. Let me just pull it up. So yeah, let's see. So it should be, yes, there's a 99% expectation that they hold rates tomorrow, with a 1% chance that they cut. Obviously, that's just not going to happen, is it? It's just not going to happen. So they hold, but then what did he do then? Now, obviously, what's interesting is there is a break again after tomorrow. So after tomorrow, the next meeting is in May. So we miss another month. We miss April, because there's only 8 of these a year. There's only 8 of them a year. So we've got May, June, July, and then they take a break again in August, September, October, break in November, and then December. So this is the second one this year, yeah. Then obviously we break again for another month and a half-ish. Nearly 2 months. 7th of May, and then obviously June, July. And then that's it then, pretty much out of summer, isn't it? So maybe, let's see what the market is pricing in for May. So currently May, it's pricing a 79.2% chance that they hold in May as well. Then a 20.6% chance that they cut by 25 basis points. So no doubt after tomorrow, after Powell's conference, this will massively shift. Then what's the market pricing in? So for June, the pricing in, the highest expectation is that they cut in June. Or at least the will have been a cut by June. So 52% think that will be 25 basis points lower in June than we are at the moment. Then obviously we've got 35 one way, and then 11.4 for a 50%, 50 basis point reduction. So no, that this will shift massively. I mean, what are the projections for December? So currently, obviously, this is a long way off, and you know, there's infinite possibilities that can happen. But it's interesting. Currently, the market is pricing in for December that rates will be reduced by anywhere up to 1%-ish. So obviously, this would be a 1% reduction down. That's currently a 13.1% probability. Then the biggest two is a, what's that? 0.5%, and then 0.75%. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what comes out tomorrow. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream and subscribe. But yeah, that's where we're up to anyway with the rates. Again, tomorrow largely will probably be a nothing burger, because the expectation is more than likely going to be the outcome. So they'll come out, leave rates unchanged. Okay, well, that's no surprise. And then it depends what Powell says. But again, we've heard him be dovish. His hawkish stance is kind of still there, because he wants to see the job through. But, you know, there comes a point where they will have to start cutting. And inflation is kind of where they want it. It's obviously not down right towards the 2% level, but it is kind of around the zone that they want it to be. So maybe we do see them start cutting in May. We've got 28 people in now, so it's picking up a little bit. Slow start, but picking up. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream. And do make sure you get your vote in for US Open. We've got 20 minutes to go. Currently, Down is leading the way with 57%. And let me know your overall thoughts on the market. But what should we look at next? Has anyone got anything they want me to look at? I had a message off my good friend Wiz telling me that this thing, so I don't know if anyone remembers this, but we looked at this a long time ago. Jelly. Look at it, just suddenly spiked massively. See, I don't know if anyone remembers this or not, but we covered this on stream when it first launched. And this is another one of them things where it's just done nothing and then suddenly gets a big influx. So someone's having a lot of fun with stuff like this. What's Bait doing? So obviously Bait was up good yesterday, wasn't it? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. But let me know what you'd like me to look at or cover, if there's anything at all. We could take a look at some news in the meantime. Let's see what's going on in the world. So there's Bitcoin-backed US dollar loans. Dogecoin millionaires are buying dips on Doge as price at 30% rally. Yeah, this thing is just that hyperliquid thing as me and Justin covered yesterday is just a load of nonsense. That's obviously the Ton founder. Crypto and money laundering. Microsoft warns a new remote. Yeah, there's nothing. See, there's nothing. There's nothing even really going on, is there? Oh, here you go. Libra meme coin orchestrators named as defendants in US class action lawsuit. Kelsier Ventures, Kit Protocol, and Meteor have been sued in a New York court for their alleged role of the Libra token scandal, which saw around 170 million pooled from investors. Oh, okay. I mean, will anything happen? Who knows? Sui? Yeah, let's cover Sui. Let's have a look. I mean, the market's very dull, isn't it, at the moment? Very dull. But it's still a trader's market. Again, I didn't even notice that Sui came into contact with this yesterday. At the moment, this is just at the moment, this level, as you can see, the amount of times we've tagged it here. We've tagged this level so many times and it just keeps getting slammed every time. I didn't even realize it had tagged. I should be setting alerts for this, really, because, yeah, I mean, it comes into this level, you put your invalidation somewhere, and then each time it just keeps getting slammed. I think Sui, again, it's market dependent, but I think it's probably got a little bit further down to go. So my first eye is on that. And then I think Justin's level, I can't remember where Justin put his level yesterday. Let's have a look on the weekly. You can probably see it on the weekly. Oops. I think Justin put his level about there, yeah. So obviously a fair bit lower than mine. But again, you know, could easily happen. Don't quote me on that though. It might not have been that level. But again, you know, you can see it just keeps getting slammed at this level. Just every time it gets anywhere into contact with this level, the key high time frame resistance now just keeps getting slammed. So again, I think my stance on Sui has not really changed. We gain above this level, and then you can start looking up. For now, it's resistance, and then you can slam it, and then obviously if it breaks above, then you know the trade's wrong. But at the moment, yeah, resistance, opportunity to short it. And then to the downside, first, I'd probably be looking for 1.64-ish, I think. If it comes. Is that a bear flag on the daily, Dave? Yeah, you could outline it as a bear flag if you wanted to. Probably better see it on the 4-hour, yeah. So you can see it better a bit on the 4-hour, so let's remove this, remove that. Yeah, there's your bear flag. There's your poll. There's your poll. So if you wanted to draw it as a bear flag, you know, you'd have, where would you have your poll down to? Which, to be fair, takes it right into that level, doesn't it? So if, yeah, you know, if this bear flag takes shape, then it would come right into my level that I'm looking at. So maybe a bit more confluence there. Well spotted, Lee. Crypto Face is currently short on to be live. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have shorted that. As you can see, it's the level that we've been looking at the whole time, and it just keeps getting slammed there. I mean, that would be, you know, if you short that level, that would have been a nice 4 or 5% gain already. It's one of the biggest that's been hit today as well, down 5.5% today. Everything's getting slammed today, though, isn't it, altcoin-wise? Bitcoin's slipping a bit more. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Now, what makes me think if we get a sell-off into tomorrow, that makes me think that that is the hedge. So if we do get this sell-off into here, then that makes me think that's the hedge. So this is people hedging. And then that makes me think it would probably run into tomorrow then. Squeeze people out. And then at some point then, top, and then slam it back down. So I think I'd probably long anywhere in here, to be honest. I would probably take a stab at a long in here. So let's map it out, shall we? If we do get in there today. So where would I want to get in? Is this the shit? No, that's not it. Is this it? No. Where's the short? Oh, there it is, long position. I mean, ideally down towards 80k is possible. And then I'd be targeting something like that. Up towards the CME gap close. So that's probably something I'll look at. I mean, if we get that today, I'll take it on stream. And we'll see what happens. We'll either have a right laugh or we'll maybe make some pennies. It's now Tuesday dump now, not Monday dump. Yeah. The market is funny, isn't it? But yeah, so this is something... Yeah, I would... and what would that give? That'd be an R of 3.3. If you put your stop at the fair below, which I probably would. Does this come? I mean, it's a different question, isn't it? Does this come? Maybe, maybe not. But I would like it to. But let me know what you guys think. Are you eyeing up a Bitcoin long or a Bitcoin short? Do make sure you drop a like on the stream as well. We've got 10 minutes until US Open. And we are, let's see. So 65% of people think we're going down. We've got 20 votes in. Get your votes in on this. Get your votes in. But yeah, maybe it doesn't fill. Maybe we wouldn't get this opportunity. But I think, yes, something like that would be great. This is a similar setup to what I was looking at last time. From where it went up, when it went up here, I was looking to get in from a sweep of 79. And obviously it just went without me. But I was looking for something like up, then back down. I wouldn't mind some sideways action for a few weeks. It's a bit too much going on recently. Yeah, I mean, this whole piece of price action along here is just ridiculous, isn't it? And that's what I mean. There's no sign of strength in the price. I mean, whether you want to call it manipulation or whatever you want, there's no sign of strength in the price to get above the monthly open. Where's the monthly open gone? I don't know. I've got it outlined by Stonksy here anyway. Pretty much bang on the money. But let's see. Let's see if we can get this offering. I mean, if we could get it on stream, I mean, that would be a stark sell-off, wouldn't it? Let me just take I want to get my BLOFIN ready. Let me get my BLOFIN ready in case we get there. Because I think I need to log in. Yeah. Let me just log into BLOFIN. Let's... Right, so I need this. Oh, what was that? System busy. What happened then? Oh, what's going on there? Right, I'm in. There we go. That took a while. But I'm in. Right, so we've got BLOFIN ready. Let me reshare my screen. Smash the like button, guys. Yeah, listen to Crypto Pappy. Let's get the likes going. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream. We've got 7 minutes until US Open, so we'll see what we get coming up to this now. But let me know. I want to know in the chat what you guys are doing. Is anyone looking to long? I know obviously we've had Loki say they're looking to long the sweep of the weekend low. But is anyone else planning a long, planning a short, whatever it may be? Let me know in the chat. Or maybe you're not, if you're not looking to trade Bitcoin, maybe you're looking to trade an altcoin. What are we getting on ETH? I mean, ETH is in a funny old place, isn't it? Because if we do go down there on Bitcoin to where I'm looking at, we'd assume that we come back into where ETH has got support. So that would probably tie in with another ETH long back up to resistance. And then obviously if we go above on Bitcoin, we would maybe not reach up here on that push up on Bitcoin, but maybe we would reach into here. Maybe we'd reach into this sort of area here. Somewhere around here. Will the market react to news on your views from Trump-Putin negotiations? Oh, definitely, yeah. Definitely. I think, well, I mean, yeah, it depends what comes out of it, doesn't it? It depends what comes out of it. But news just accelerates where price is going. So, for me, say we dump down here, and then it comes out that Ukraine and Russia are going to have that ceasefire. And then you start getting a reaction to the upside on Bitcoin. That's not necessarily due to the news. It's due to the fact that Bitcoin's bouncing at a key level and was probably going to bounce anyway. It just makes it go faster. But, yeah, undoubtedly, I mean, same goes for if they come out of it and it's like no deal can be reached. Then again, it would probably just expedite this potential drop into here that Bitcoin would probably get anyway. It would just make it a lot quicker and easier. But that's going on. Is that going on today? I feel like I seen something that he was having negotiations today. Is that right, Pelin? I'm sure I seen that they were having negotiations today. Let me know if that's true or not. But we have got just under 4 minutes to go until US Open, so things are about to get potentially equally boring in the market or a bit more spicy. I mean, gold. You know, let's just have a look at gold. Just on an absolute ripper, isn't it? Just on an absolute, and what a catch by Stonksy this one is. Beautiful. And it just keeps going and going. Where will it top? Who knows? Who knows? But there's one thing for sure. At some point, I mean, you go to the weekly chart on gold. And at the moment, it is literally trading like it's not like a $20 trillion asset or something, because it just keeps going up in a straight line. It's trading like it's very easy to be pushed around, which shows the demand at the moment in gold. But at some point it will top and it will come back into here, because this isn't, it's not just a shit coin or something. Like, price will follow structure, and at some point it will come back for an SR test of here and probably dip back into here. It's just a case of where it keeps going, isn't it? Like, how high does it go? Very interesting. But yeah, very, very strong on gold. I thought it was today, but time zones are always tough to know what today is. I think it is today, yeah. I'm sure I seen that it was today. Let's go and zoom down anyway. Let's go to the 1 minute and get ready for US Open. Let's see if we get big old sell-off or pump on Bitcoin. Right, so let's get S&P up. I want to get the... let me change. I want to get this a bit darker, like... No, not like that. Yeah, like that. And then color 2, something like that. Yeah, there we go. Looks better with it being dark, doesn't it, on the Stonksy background? Got 30 seconds to go. Make sure you do drop a like on the stream, and let's see where the poll. So, 28 votes, 68% of people think we're going down. So that's something. The whale bought gold after ETH and Bitcoin profits. Yeah. And there we go. 3, 2, 1. There we go. The market is open, so let's see what we're going to get. Is the market choosing violence today, or is it choosing to be nice? Initially, getting a push down, aren't we, in the first minute? First 1 minute candle, S&P's tanking off a bit. Bitcoin's following. $31 people in now. It's getting a bit more juicy on the viewership. Do make sure you drop a like on the streams. I believe that it will bounce, but Now, it will be bearish for some time because of outflows at average price 85k of the big entities, and also power decision considering recession. It will push it down. It's a possibility for sure. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Felipe. I think we could see it definitely range for a while. Whether it goes up or goes down, I don't think it's necessarily as easy as, it just reclaims the range and then goes up. I think we're probably now looking at a period of consolidation again, leading into the back end of the year. So my thoughts are still that we see another push down. But then again, it won't be a V reversal. We'll probably consolidate throughout the summer. Whether it pushes back up into sort of this range that it's been in at the moment, and then maybe just ping pongs around or wherever, and then maybe like September onwards is the typical time in it when we see it start to push. But I am in agreement that it won't just be as simple as it goes ahead and just starts going up only again. Could be wrong, of course. But yeah, initially, little drop, but it looks like it's recovering now. Man, Ton is just resilient as anything, isn't it? And it's pushing back up now. Let's see. Should we have a look what the Mag 7 are doing? So Nvidia's down 1%, Apple's up very slightly, Meta's down 1.3%, Microsoft down, Amazon down, Tesla's down another 3.5%. It was down around that figure yesterday. So seeing a big sell-off over there on the Mag 7, specifically on Tesla and Amazon today. But looks like Meta's joining them. Nvidia's obviously on its way down a bit. But again, this is just from market open. Things can turn around quite easily. If that happens, September will go to the moon. I do expect, from whatever happens here onwards, I do expect Bitcoin to finish the year strong. It's just a case of what happens in between, isn't it? What happens between now and then? Also, what happened to ARD when a new adjustment comes out of country was over expecting adjustment. It means recession. Yeah, the thing with a recession is that the markets are forward looking anyway. So potentially this correction that we're seeing on the S&P 500, if it goes deeper, is that it's already planning in, because the markets are forward looking, aren't they? They're forward thinking, they're moving ahead of the times. They're already looking at what's, 3 to 6 months in the future. So if we do get an announcement of a recession, a formal recession in the US, then the likelihood is it's largely already been priced in to the S&P and obviously the rest of the stock market. You maybe get an initial panic, as it's headlines hit and stuff like that. But most of the move has probably already happened from when that comes to be the case, because the market is forward looking. But we are getting a stronger sell off on Bitcoin now. Obviously, the S&P is going back down. So we are kind of making our way, aren't we? We're not even really that far away to where I'm looking. We're not even that far away now. We'll see if we get it or not. But yeah, I like this discussion. Let me know in the chat. Has anyone else got any thoughts or feelings around, the state of the market or the economy, or, what we might be looking at for this year? Oh, yeah. Strong sell-off. The Minging 7. Yeah. True. Sailor's new strategy, Strife, looks dodgy for Bitcoin. Desperate. Yeah, I mean... It's interesting with Sailor, isn't it? It's interesting with Sailor. I think... Yeah, I mean, I have my own thoughts on Sailor, but... I think... For what he's trying to do, his mind and heart are definitely in the right place, because I genuinely believe that he loves Bitcoin. Loki's bids are filled. I'm long. Well, hopefully, mate, I might be able to join you soon if price keeps going like this. Sell off on the S&P 500 is very aggressive, but maybe it goes without me, and maybe you are filled and ready to go. I'm waiting for another trickle down, aren't I? But yeah, we'll have a look at that new thing actually, because yeah, for my understanding, is it just... Here we go. So we are kind of coming in, aren't we? What we're looking at? Just say 80,000. Just say 80,300. Don't want to go anything too crazy, like. Let's go advanced. Stop loss would be down around 78k. Oh, that'd be fine. Targeting 86,500. Okay, yeah. I like them odds. Should we come to get there? I like them odds. We'll go with that. Set it to market so we can just ping the trade off if we get there. Maybe we don't. Maybe Loki is going to front run me. I am saying this after losing money trying to long the bottom. So, of course, it is debating, not lecturing. Yeah. No, I completely, yeah. I completely understand what you're saying. Did you manage to find out Justin's cow spot bids? No, I didn't. No. And even if I did, I wouldn't publicly share them anyway. But I forgot to ask him. I will ask him, but yeah, that'll be kept to me unless you ask him yourself and he tells you. But yeah, I wouldn't share personal information like that. Otherwise, he would have said it on stream, wouldn't he, what he was looking to bid. But are we going to get... Come on, just a last little push in. Come on, give me my bid. Give me my bid. We don't even have to go down that much more. Just rip the plaster off. Give me like another 1.5, 2% drop. And I'm in. SPX is selling off aggressively, isn't it? Getting an aggressive old sell-off on SPX. Let's add an alert just in case I miss it. I mean, I don't see how I could miss it. Did the whale close his trade? I believe so, yeah. I've seen something on Twitter before, yeah. I've been holding my short position for a while. I don't understand why people are looking to go long when we've been in a downtrend for 2 months. What am I missing? For me, this would just be a bounce into tomorrow's meeting and stuff like that. Even in a downtrend, you get bounces, Yonksy. So for me, this would be a bounce, and then I'd be looking to short it down then to new lows. So this would just be a simple bounce into the FOMC meeting, fill the CME gap, and then I'd be looking to take a short then. So, not bullish, not bearish, just trying to trade it. Yeah, I think they closed it, but I think they closed it in profit. I'm not sure. Yeah, for me, it makes sense to... I mean, obviously, we could just go down in a straight line, and that's fine, because I'd have me stop in place. But for me, it would make sense to come from here, up here, close the CME gap, and then do something like that. Rally the price, use the event tomorrow to generate liquidity, wipe out the sell side, come into this key zone, close the CME gap, come into supply, and then take it down. But it depends if I get filled or not. I'm not blindly taking this. Sticking with my plan. You know, you could just jump in, couldn't you? But what's the point? I want to get the best entry possible. And if it comes in, then I'll take it. We need SPX to get a real drive down now. This is obviously what is the main driver of Bitcoin's PA recently. So, yeah, we need... If this can go down and maybe sweep Sunday's low or something like that, then that would probably give the fuel to drive Bitcoin down that little bit more that we need, or that I need to get in. But apart from that, at the moment, no trade. Got to be disciplined, haven't you? Got to be disciplined. But is anyone else? What's everyone else looking at? I know, obviously, you're short. You're short, aren't you, Yonksy? You're short and looking for more downside. Let's see. We'll see what happens anyway. Let's check up on the Mag 7. Oh, Tesla down 5.6%. Taking a beating. Google down 1.4. Got Meta down 2.9. Microsoft down 1.3. Nvidia down 3%. Oh, it's getting ugly out there for the Mag 7, isn't it? Okay, so we are kind of accelerating. Come on, give that little bit more. Just give that little bit more. Three shorts closing Discord today. Did you see? I did, mate. I did. I saw, yeah. Well done. Yeah, I mean, the S&P 500 is being just dragged by its heels, isn't it, down? Just being dragged down. I mean, this is... Look at the Mag 7. Tesla down 6% now. Amazon down 3%. Nvidia and Meta both down 3%. Come on. I still favor Bitcoin to halt down here. Let's just see if it gives it or not. $36 people watching on YouTube. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream, everyone. And for those of you looking to get Stonksy, obviously you get full indicator access, you get Discord access and access to the bot. You can get 20% off your first month if you're a new user by using code BOT20. So obviously the second link in the description, and it's code BOT20. So do make sure you go and check that out. I think I forgot to put the discount code in the description with the link, I think. So there it is. If you want 20% off Stonksy, come and give the indicator a go. Join the Discord and join the trading bot. Then you can join it for 20% off first month on the monthly plan. It's no contract, so come and give us a go. But if you're looking to trade anything, BLOFIN is the place to do it. It's obviously where I'm looking to take this long. And you can find that in the description as well. First link. Put it in the chat as well. Dream holiday destination. Oh, wow. Dream holiday destination. Where would I love to go that I've not been? Tell you what. It's probably very just standard in it and very but I would love to go to the Bahamas or the Maldives. I like my holidays to be chilled. So I'm not the type of person that likes to go on activity holidays. So I don't want to go on holiday and climb a mountain or something. I want to go on holiday and just chill out. So just to be able to just sit there and look at that nice blue water and jump in the water from the villa and all that good stuff. Yeah, the Maldives or the Bahamas. I don't know which one's better but both of them look equally as nice. Mine is the moon. Well, what about if you keep it to Earth? I haven't been Maldives. I'd love to go. Maybe I'll get there one day. But I'll tell you where else is interesting. Now, this isn't probably a dream holiday destination, but if you could go one place on Earth, where would you go to? So say no restrictions. There's no restrictions on anything. Even places that's heavily guarded, say Area 51 and stuff like that. Where would you go to if you could go anywhere? So that say you could just walk up into Area 51 and just walk into it. You're not going to get shot or whatever. If all boundaries were removed, where would you go if you could? I think mine would be. I've always been quite fascinated with that part of Antarctica that's cut off. That Antarctic treaty that was signed. I've always been quite fascinated into why that was signed and what's there. That just the fact that the public just aren't allowed to go there for whatever reason. So I've always been fascinated with what's there. So maybe there, but again, there's probably a few other places as well. Hi, what do you think about H-Bar and Dot? We'll have a look at them now. I give you 250k cash. You have to relocate to South America to live. You take. How long do I have to go there for? Is the question. What's the? You're gonna have to give me some finer details. What, to live there for the rest of my life? No. To live there for a year? Yeah. Penguins, mate. Cuba, if it's on Earth. Okay, so that's your dream holiday destination. What about this one? You could go anywhere without restrictions, and I don't get kidnapped there. That's fair enough. Let's have a look at Dot and H-Bar anyway, for my good friend who asked. So Dot is quite straightforward. We obviously have this level here, this zone, where it's came in and obviously been its cycle lows. So as you can see, obviously dating back to here in 2020, this is where price came into and found demand and then obviously went. Then it obviously retested it here, retested it again here. Obviously a little bit here as well on that liquidation wick. So they're the cycle lows. That is where Dot just absolutely can't break below, otherwise it is in trouble. So they're the cycle lows. To the upside, we've got this area, 5.23-ish. So if we get another revisit into here, you must hold that. and then look to bounce to the upside. That's just a must, because if it starts going below here, then it's into like uncharted territory, to my understanding, unless... Oh no, so there's a little bit to the downside, isn't there, actually? So if we mark that on here. So potentially maybe it comes into there. But I mean, that's not great, is it? That's like another 30% drop. 25, 30% drop. So, yeah. If we do break below here, and it was to stay below, then I'd be looking for it to go into there. And then that's the place where that is do or die then, isn't it? You know, that's do or die for the price. Why can I not get that? That's really annoying. So yeah, looking at that, or you know, if things get bullish, then we break above here and then be looking for it to go up then. So that's my thoughts on DOT. Really simple. Could live a nice life in Brazil with 250k. Yeah, but like, yeah, I don't know. I've never been, so I don't know what it's like. It's just a long way away, isn't it? Oval Office. What, you go into there of all places? It's just a room. 3/4 of every year located there. 1/4 wherever you want for the rest of your life. No. It's not worth, in my opinion, it's not worth 250k, that. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream for this riveting conversation that we're having. But I do like this. Keep the questions coming, because this makes it quite interesting while we're waiting for Bitcoin to do something. So you also asked for H-bar. Let's have a look at that. Where's H-bar? Here. So H-bar, obviously we do have this little bit here where price is coming into. And obviously that's where price is bouncing from at the moment. I'm kind of more liking to the fact that we just get a rip into here. Is what I'd be looking for. I think at some point the band-aid will come off. And then obviously it doesn't mean that it has to, it might not. But I just think, you know, the tentative buy in here, the fact that wicks keep coming into here and it keeps getting bought off, it just makes me think it would just be more logical to just have one last little retrace into here and then bounce from in there. If it doesn't bounce there, then we're coming down a lot lower. But I think it probably would. I mean, my estimate is that it will bounce there. So for me, the best risk reward is it comes into here. Now you've got, what is that? So I'm guessing the next question is going to be, well, given that that box is a 22%, a 22% difference, where would you buy? Because obviously you don't want to, ideally you don't want a 22% drawdown, do you? I think you could narrow it down into here. I think we could narrow it down into there. So that's my thoughts on H-bar. Is that we get one more drop on it. And then go. It could, I mean, it could always go down there, but what's Bitcoin doing? Are we going down more yet? It's hanging on, and it's trying to hang on. It's like a tooth, and it's like when you've got a wobbly tooth and it's just hanging on by a thread and you just want to pull it out. It's just a wobbly tooth, and then it's just hanging on to the gum by a little thread, and all you want to do is just rip it off and get it done with. Just rip it off and get it done with. Come down here so I can fill. I've just scalp longed 81,302. Let's see if US Open retrace, as it usually does. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for lower. I'm looking for this, but again, it might not come. I'm not really interested in stepping into the market unless I get a decent entry like this. But I'm looking to actually long into FOMC tomorrow. 89,900, a good price to buy Bitcoin. Just it depends, Pellin. It depends. I mean, you have to estimate that, don't you? Me, I'm looking towards the lower end. I'm looking towards as close to 80k as we can get. Guys, I hate to reveal that all this is fake. Dave is an AI coded for $200 per month for TMJ. I'm the master. But yeah, well, if you was the master of anything, we'd all be in trouble, wouldn't we? If you was the master of anything, we really would all be in trouble. What's for tea? I'm making roast wedges seasoned at either. I think I'm probably going to do pasta. Oh, lovely. Oh, slow roast shredded lamb with a soft side. Oh, mate, that sounds mega. That sounds absolutely mega. Enjoy that. Sounds great. It's hard cooking investing. How long have you got to go, mate? How long have you got to go? You mustn't have long left, surely. You've been doing it for a few weeks now, haven't you? Is it nearly over? No, not 6:30. No. I know on the day sunset. I mean, until you can start eating throughout the day again. 30th. Okay, so you got 12 days left. So at least under 2 weeks now. You got less than 2 weeks to go, haven't you? What did you like from South America? Okay, so that's Yongsi and Felipe having a bit of conversation in there. Do make sure you all drop a like on the stream. If you're looking to trade anywhere, do make sure you click the link in the description. Sign up to BLOFIN. But if you want to get Stonksy and you want to get full access to the indicator, access to the Discord, and access to the trading bot, then you can get 20% off your first month when you use code BOT20. So that's the description. The link in the description, the second link, and then use code BOT20 at checkout. Dream car. Do you know what, mate? I don't even have one. I don't even have a dream car. I'm not really that much of a car fanatic. I think the next car I want to get is something like an X3 competition. Is that right? X3 competition, the BMWs. And I seen a nice color of it on the weekend. It was like a really dark navy. It was lovely. Something like that. I mean, nothing too flashy or whatever. Me personally, I would rather have a very comfortable life over a dream car. So say would you rather have a Lamborghini or for say 200 grand, or have a car for 40, 50 grand and then the rest in the bank where you can have a comfortable life? I'd choose the latter. Yeah, I'm not really too bothered about trying to show off or anything like that. So Argentina. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Place wouldn't you live, David? Anywhere that is risk to life. Pretty much. Anywhere that's risk to life, count me out. Or anywhere that you can get arrested and imprisoned for not doing very much, and there's not a great chance of you getting out. So, yeah. Anything like that. Anywhere that's got a strong risk to life, or anywhere where you could be thrown in jail for doing very little or something by accident, and you could be in jail for a while. Don't like the idea of them two. Come to Norway. I think, Norway's meant to be quite safe a safe country, isn't it? Do you know what? One night I actually got interested in looking at Norway because I seen a TikTok video came up, and it was just showing you what you can get in Norway for not a big amount of money. And yeah, it looked good. Who knows? Are we going to get a last push down on Bitcoin? We'll see. Is it going to go without me? Could well go from this zone, to be fair. It could well go in this zone. I'm still going to wait, though. I still want my better entry. I don't want to long up here and then potentially be took out down here. Because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that type of trade. I'll wait until we get down here. If we get down there. It could go without me now. If the SPX turns around, then we could go. But we'll have to wait and see. Got 39 people watching. Big thank you for watching. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream. And if you're new, subscribe. Norway has a great standard of living. So I've heard. Yeah, so I've heard. Doesn't Norway get like 6 months of deep snow? I've no idea. ICT, is that right or not? Or does it just depend on what part of Norway you live in? For $200, you can get away from cops, except if you like get drunk and bust some open. Yeah. Thailand for Dave. Dave is too innocent for Thailand. Yeah. Not massive interest of. I'd like to. I've not been. I would like to go on holiday. Maybe go for a month or something. But I've no interest in living there. Do you know what? You don't hear it a lot, but I like where I am. Honestly, I like where I am. I've got no reason to move away. You don't hear that a lot, do you? Everyone's always like obsessing and like really wanting to move away or go somewhere else and stuff like that. But genuinely, I like where I am. So, but you give me the option. Would you go here for whatever or do this or whatever? And yeah, mate, that would be you. If anyone would be doing that, that would be you. Switzerland, never been, but yeah, I would like to go. I think if I was to go anywhere in Europe that I haven't already been, I think maybe Switzerland in the summer, because the landscapes and the drives. I like the idea of going to Switzerland, renting a camper van, and then just driving around for like 3-4 weeks and just driving through all the landscape and stuff like that and just seeing what you come across. That's what I like. Oh yeah, I have no doubt that it's a great country, great culture and people. I just have no interest in moving halfway across the world. No capital tax. Again, that's a good thing. Oh, in Switzerland, yeah. But yeah, I love the idea. Just gonna get a drink of. I haven't even got a drink with me. Well, looks like I'll be waiting. Then. But yeah, I love the idea of just going to somewhere like Switzerland. And then just renting a camper van and going around for a couple of weeks. What's the what's the maddest place each of you guys have been? Where's the most interesting place you've been? Let me know in the chat. Um, 38 people watching still. Yeah, it's interesting today because it was a slow start to the stream in terms of viewership, but we have climbed up steadily. Big thank you to everyone who's joined over the past 10-15 minutes or so. Do make sure you drop me a big thumbs up on the stream, subscribe if you're new, and click them links in the description. Like I said before, you can get 20% off the monthly Stonksy subscription if you're a new user. the first month. So come and try us for a month. There is no contract or anything. So, you know, you're not obliged to carry on after a month. So take the 20%, come and give us a go, get the indicator, you get Discord access and the trading bot, and then, yeah, take advantage of the offer. Come on, are we going to get this last push down on Bitcoin or what? It doesn't look like it, does it? The SPX is bouncing-ish. Let's see the Mag 7. What's the Mag 7 doing? Doesn't. Oh, I mean, Google's fallen off a cliff, innit? Google's now at. Oh no. Well, back to October prices. Google. Not even that. Back to September prices actually. So Google's selling off big time. Amazon's down to. Amazon's had a little bit of a bounce. Apple's actually in positive for the day. Nvidia, still not great, like, is it? It's still not great across them. But Bitcoin is bouncing. This thing is, it's gonna. It's gonna go without me, innit? This is gonna end up being the buy zone here, maybe. Oh, well. Well, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, I'll still get in. But I refuse to go in early. I'd rather it go without me, and then I look for shorts later in the week, than go in now, and then it comes down here, and then comes to my entry where I've been looking for. That's what I did in August. Switzerland with a camper for 3 weeks. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. That is exactly what I want to do. Switzerland with a camper van. Just drive around, see the landscapes and stuff like that. Oh, amazing. Go to any Balkan country. What's that? Vietnam is apparently one of the cheapest places to live. Can survive on 6K a year. Wow. You know what? I bet you can get yourself a nice apartment and stuff there as well for not very much. I did my honeymoon in the Maldives. The travel, again, the travel agent said it would get covered up because of global warming. 15 years later, it's still there. Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? It's funny that. I did tell you, Dave. Well, you said, what did you say? 81.6, didn't you? Where did you get in from? You said 81.6. So you're in from just a little bit higher, aren't you? You're in from here. I mean, SPX doesn't exactly look strong. So I'm still not ruling out to drop lower. But again, it doesn't bother me. I mean, one of the things that I had to combat a lot when I first started trading was just like having a plan like this, but then price doing something, and then you're just like, oh, well, I'll just get in anyway. And that's something that like I had to really battle within like the first year and stuff of me trading, was just having a plan and just not having the patience or the discipline to wait for it. And you just be like, oh, if it's going to go there and go back up, I'll just get in anyway here. But no, like I refuse to do that now. Afternoon, my man. How we doing, Wiz? Yes, mate. I need new ideas where I can find cute. I'm not. Mate, you're wrong in the head. You're wrong in the head, you ICT. But how we doing, Wiz? Yes, mate. What we thinking, mate? What we thinking on this drop? I'm still waiting for it to maybe come a bit lower. I'm still maybe waiting for it to come a bit lower, but again, it might go without me. Lockie in the chat is already long and thinking maybe it's going to go without me, which is fine. Which is fine if it does. I'm not bothered. But it would be good to get in. Paid for my Dubai hotel. What did you short? Oh, that short that you had on before? Lower. Yeah, I think lower. I'm coming into here. ICT is definitely registered somewhere. Mate, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm holding fire. So basically, I'm looking to get long here. In here. maybe we sweep this. I'm looking maybe we sweep this here, but I think that I'm gonna hang my hat on this, and then we rally into FOMC. Then thinking we do that, rally into FOMC, and then come back down, close the CME gap, come into supply, bing bang bosh. There we go. Just whether I'm going to get long in time or not. Yeah, you had a great thing you on, didn't you, mate? You had a great short on that. ICT needs an ankle monitor. Yeah. I think he probably also needs like his feet and hands cut off as well. Guys, I need a new girlfriend. Give me ideas. I really want one. It's been 2 weeks. I'm single. Oh, I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why you might be single now. Go on, let us know. Why are you single? Why did you or she break up with you? Or maybe he? Why did he break up with you? You can't rule that out, can you, nowadays? You know, he, she, whatever it may be. What do we think, guys? What do we think about ICT? The authorities probably broke it up. Yeah, maybe. Let's see what's going on. What's ETH doing? So here we go. This is exactly what we talked about, weren't it? Is ETH coming back into support here, where it is? Now, obviously, if we get that last little drop off on Bitcoin towards 80k, that will probably line up with maybe ETH really testing the bottom of where it's found support. Maybe even testing this bit here. Sol continues to look weak. Nice little short on Stonksy there. BNB holding up quite strong. Lovely long on Stonksy there. Got Doge. Everything's like rolling over, isn't it? ADA. TRX is remaining strong. But, oh, what was that then? Oh, that's had a nice bit of movement, hasn't it? Aave. What was that we clicked on? That had a big push up then. OM. Thing's a beast. Nice little catch on Stonksy there again. There we go. Come on. Just creep lower. Come on. Pull the plaster off. Let's go. Still holding my XRP short down. Looking for 1.73. That thing's yet to break down. And is it broke below $2 yet? It still remains strong, doesn't it? And this must be what we looked at last time. It did pretty much, barring going to test 254. I'm guessing because Bitcoin broke down. It come up here, didn't it? Held above. Here's the retest here. Up, retest, and then bang. So there's the plan from last time. And it pretty much, bar this little extension here, but most of it come off. So you're welcome if you took that. Probably no one did. I didn't, so. Come on, a little bit lower. I want to go in on stream. I want to go in on stream and then we can look at where I am tomorrow then. Whether I've been stopped out or what. She thought I was cheating on her with her sister. Well, was you? Well, was you or not? Or did she think you was cheating on her with her brother? Maybe she thought you was cheating on her with her brother. Maybe. I mean, was you or not? Switzerland, landscape, Scandinavian countries, party. So Switzerland, landscape, Scandinavian countries, party, Asia, especially Japan, food, USA, almost everything, Brazil, girls. Oh, yeah, okay, Tony, you're well travelled, aren't you? Crypto introduces you to some wrong-uns. I guess that's how I met Dave. Well, there we go, mate. That's it, innit? That's exactly it. It's do you know what? It's all about the journey and the people you meet, isn't it? Never mind the gains along the way. It's all about the journey and the people you meet. When Stonksy party, Dave? That'd be great, wouldn't it? That'd be great. We'll have to we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I would love one. I would love one personally. That'd be fantastic. It's slowed down, hasn't it, now? It's slowed down. Oh, Tesla's just falling through the floor. Down 6%. I mean, look at how low this is going now. A lot of people aren't realizing just how low this is going. It's now going back to October prices, so pretty much the full Trump pump has been retraced. You know, the full back end of the year rally, whether you want to call it a Trump pump or whatever you want, the full back end of the year rally has been retraced. And that's pretty much going on. I mean, Nvidia is... But this has just been in one big trading range anyway, hasn't it, really? You know, this has pretty much been nearly a year that it's been around this level. So nothing too surprising. Apple back down to August levels, but again, you know, it was at the same price in June. So nothing too major. Meta's obviously one that is having a steep sell-off like Tesla. But again, you know, back to prices of October. Amazon, steep sell-off again. Retracing all the back end of the year rally on pretty much everything. MicroStrategy. We need to sort out a get together soon. No. I was talking to Justin about that. Yesterday and this morning, mate. Yeah. I was talking about that to Justin yesterday or this morning. And said in the next month or so, I'll keep you in the loop. What are you saying, you? So it was 1:43 a.m. Oh, here we go. Here comes the ICT story now. Here comes the story. Here we go. Come on, accelerate down. Let's go a little bit more. SPX, take its Monday low and bounce. Bitcoin, give me just above 80k and bounce. Thank you very much. If it comes. We'll see. GGP ripping. Class, I'm away end of April at token 2049. Yeah, no worries, mate. Might be before that, to be fair. Might be before that. I'm not going that. I don't think I'm not going that. What do you think about SPX 6,900? I think that when/if memes get a bounce, this will probably be one of the hardest to bounce. But in terms of structure, it needs to reclaim, like, for me, I'd probably want to see it reclaim like at least like 47 cents on the daily. So this, what we drawn the other day, still applies. I'd want to see it reclaim here where it had found demand previously. Until then, it's anyone. I think we'd have to go on to Dex Screener, wouldn't we, to see previous price action. Obviously, this is on MEXC, so I doubt it's got price action anywhere else. But I think, in the event that the overall market bounces and obviously memes get a bounce, then I think this is probably one that bounces the hardest. But yeah, I mean, everything meme-wise is still looking trash, innit? So just a matter of waiting. But that's my thoughts on it anyway. But yeah, will we get this? Will we not? We'll have to see, won't we? They both share the same room. My GF was sleeping because she was sick. So I was talking to her sister on WP. What's WP? And I accidentally pressed on VC. So I'm guessing maybe you're talking to her sister on chat maybe or something. I'm guessing on text or something, and then you accidentally press voice call. I don't know what WP is. And she actually picked it up, and my GF woke up, so. Well, what was you talking to her sister about, you dirty dog? What was you talking to her sister about then, ICT, eh? Remember, you can get 20% off your first month of Stonksy by using code BOT20 at checkout on the monthly plan. So come and try us for a month. Obviously, on the monthly plan, there is no obligation to carry on. Do come and try us out. And if you're looking to take any trades anywhere, make sure you sign up to BLOFIN. That is the first link in the description. And I'll also post it in the chat now as well. I think ICT is a troubled person that lives alone with very few friends. ICT is definitely something. But, to be fair to him, you can say he comes in and he does provide some entertaining chat, doesn't he? He does entertain when he comes in. OMFG. Did you watch the news? No? It's all over. War is imminent. Who? What are you going on about? What the hell? What are you going on about? Social hand grenade. What? Hang on, stop a second in the chat. What are you going on about? Provide some more context. You can't just come in and say that. I doubt it. I think we'd be seeing the markets go absolutely crazy. We'd be seeing the markets go absolutely crazy if that was the case. Do you know how hard Bitcoin would fall if that was the case? What? That's not true. Is it? They would be all over Twitter. It would be all over Twitter, wouldn't it? Bitcoin would be falling like a rock if that was the case. That's just not true. It's just not true. It will be everywhere. Right, you're getting timed out. Right, he's been timed out. I knew it wasn't. You can tell by the markets when you get if we had some crazy news like that. Do you know how nutty Bitcoin would go and the rest of the market? Do you imagine like the market reaction to a president being assassinated, especially like Bitcoin, because you know this whole hype was built on Trump's administration, wasn't it? I've already timed him out. He's already been timed out. But yeah, let me know in the chat what we would if that was true, the market would tell you before. Well, exactly. Can you imagine how hard Bitcoin would fall? We'd definitely be looking at like, you know, 60s, definitely low 70s on Bitcoin. Look at my story now. I typed it above. You've not typed it anywhere. Can't see it. This. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was. Meant to be a ceasefire or something on that. Do you make sure you've dropped a like on the stream, no? Do you make sure you like the stream? All right, that's it. That guy's getting banned. Why are people coming in and what a weird thing to be? Of all the things you could say, you'd come in and do that. The whole world will go to hell. There is that kind of don't listen to anyone. They're just talking rubbish. Yeah, it does look like Bitcoin's going to get a bounce from here, to be fair. So maybe it's going to go without me. Well, that's fine. Maybe this was the zone to be looking in. Maybe. Either way, it's fine. Anyone who's long, if it goes up, enjoy the gains. On to the next one. I'll be looking to short it down from somewhere higher if we get there. Right. I don't know what's going on. But nothing. I was just asking my sister how her day went, and she likes in a man, and how she would plan her first date. Mate, you're moving mad there. Right, ban that Polska as well. I'm just gonna start banning people. It's looking bad for under 81k. Yeah, these people are just getting banned. Go for it. If you have a question, go for it. If you got a question. On to the next. Hard to move on when you always regret one. Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. What do you think about Pepe and Giga? Giga, I'll be honest, I have no thoughts on it. But Pepe, probably one of the ones that will see a decent recovery. So if we go and look at Pepe, I think for where it's at, we could come back into here again. We could come back into here. You know, obviously that needs to hold at all costs. But for the moment, it is looking like it's holding up quite well around the blue. But I do expect when the market turns around, you know, from whatever point it's at, I do expect Pepe to probably do well. I think it'll be one of the ones that launches a decent recovery. So, yeah. Just depends on where it holds. You know, we could come back into the orange box. I mean, really, if we start to... I don't know what that is. If we start to break down into here, then that is, you know, you'd obviously be looking all the way down here then. But I would think here it would hold, because if it goes any lower, then it really is cooked, isn't it? But I would probably expect it to have a decent bounce at some point. Well, looks like Bitcoin is going without me, maybe. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. New setup, new plan. Nothing like, yeah. J. Cole. Have to go, guys. Yeah, thank you very much. Yo, Stonksy, I'm going off. See ya. Thank you very much for joining, Abizzle. Any interest in AI coin listing soon? I've no idea. I've no idea. I don't even... Will that even catch a narrative now? Have memes been over all good or bad for the market? I mean, depends if you made good money on them. If you made good money on them, then you think they're good, aren't you? I think the main issue has not been memes itself. It's been the scammy ones. It's the liquidity that scams, and just like, you know, the endless ones that have launched on Pump Fund and stuff have pulled the liquidity that it's pulled from the market. So I wouldn't say it's the meme category itself. I would say it's the nature in which they've come around. But yeah, a little catch up on today's stream. So obviously Bitcoin sold off upon US Open. I was looking to get long further down into here, but it looks for the moment anyway that it's going to bounce. If it comes back down, then obviously I'll be looking to maybe take this position heading into tomorrow. Ethereum is still trading within its range, so, you know, standard support to resistance play, and then obviously looking to trade it into a key level if it breaks above or below. Solana is continuing to looking weak. And then we've got Doge, which has rolled over a little bit, but trying to hold on. We've got Sui, again, rejecting from this high time frame key SR level. It needs to reclaim 237 to open the door for higher. At the moment, every time it touches it, it sells off. It's also within this bear flag as well that we looked at on stream, with a potential drop down to this key level that I've been watching as well. So if that comes off, that could provide a great opportunity. We've got Ton staying strong, up nearly another 5% today after the strong rally that it had late last week. And it's not showing signs of breaking down yet and carrying on with its strength. We've got SPX, had a sell-off on open, which obviously dragged Bitcoin down with it, but it's maybe looking, you know, if this holds strong now and bounces back, that'll give Bitcoin room to squeeze higher. The Mag 7 had a strong sell-off on open. We had Tesla down over 5%, 6% at one point. Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, Nvidia, and Google all in the red. Google down 4% as well, dropping quite drastically. But Apple, still green on the day. marginally. Nvidia down nearly another 3%. And that's pretty much where we're at. Obviously, we've got FOMC tomorrow, so look forward to that and the reaction that it gives and the opportunities that it builds up for that. And overall in crypto, obviously, most altcoins are red today as Bitcoin fell off a little bit. But we are obviously waiting for that event to come tomorrow to open the door to see if we're going to go higher or if we're going to revisit lower levels. And that's pretty much it. Not much going on apart from this sell-off that we had on US Open. Bitcoin is still largely upside. It's capped towards 84k and then rejecting off the monthly open, which is around here. And that's currently where we're at. So not much going on. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream. Do make sure that you subscribe if you're new. And if you want to trade anything, click that first link in the description, sign up to BLOFIN. And if you want to join Stonksy, obviously get indicator access, Discord access, and access to the trading bot. You can get 20% off with code BOT20. I've put that in the chat now. It's literally just BOT20. And you can find the Stonksy link, second link in the description. What leverage are you going to use? Depends what type of trade it is. That trade I was looking at to do then, I was only going to use 2x. I use lower leverage, so 2, 3, 4, maybe 5x. And that's pretty much it most of the time. But big thank you for joining today. Appreciate you all. And yeah, I'll be streaming twice tomorrow now. I was originally going to, well, I was always going to be covering FOMC, but I'll be streaming twice. I'll be streaming US market as usual, off stream, and then back on a few hours later to cover FOMC. So it should be great. Do make sure you join me for both streams. And in the meantime, have a great day and hopefully make some profits in the market. Catch you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.